They're ready. And they're racing as well. 23 Red, High Energy from the inside amongst the first to leave. Out quickly is Ombudsman going up just in front of Pat Chirac, and also the grey Push to Pass, who's squeezing up near the inside. The rider of Pat Chirac didn't want anything to do with the rail early. British Bessie is going to settle just in behind those, and Vintage Stock will trail it. Sentimental Gift down on the inside of those, a length and a half away. Stafford's led over by the 1700 ahead of Upwards Others. On the rails, Brothers Keeper a length away. Divide the Sea. Back second last, here comes Lenny, and the tail ender plays the game. Passing the 1600 metre mark, and they leave the Matheson Road side of the track behind them, where High Energy held the front from Ombudsman, getting a bit fired up. Then 2 lengths, 23 Red over on the outside from Push to Pass, who settled running fourth on the inside. A length Pat Chirac, a length and 3/4 to British Bessie, and over on its inside, Sentimental Gift. Then came Vintage Stock, with on the inside next Stafford's Lad. A further 3/4 at the 1200 is Upwards Others, and the last group, Brothers Keeper, Divide the Sea. Second last, here comes Lenny, and 2 lengths plays the game in a strung out field as they work down the riverside, passing the 1000. It's High Energy that sneaks clear. High Energy now by 2 lengths. He's got a lot of these off the bridle back behind it as well. Running second, towing the others up to it is Ombudsman. 23 Reds moved up at the 800 to be third. Around the outside of the grey Push to Pass. Pat Chirac's enjoying a good run. It was being followed by British Bessie. Pike had Sentimental Gift on her inside. They're on equal terms, the two fancies at the 600. Then Vintage Stock about to quickly shear off their heels. On the rail, Stafford's Lad. Here comes Lenny about to wind up with Upwards Others, followed by Brothers Keeper, Divide the Sea, and plays the game last of all. High Energy setting sail for home in the last. Sweeps around the home corner at the 300. 2 in front of Ombudsman. A similar margin, Push to Pass. Pike going right up on the inside with Sentimental Gift, and he's running on strongly. High Energy is the leader. Push to Pass, run to second. Pike's around their heels with Sentimental Gift though. He wants this. Sentimental Gift races up, grabs the lead, and the last is over. Pike gets it with Sentimental Gift. Scored from Push to Pass. Ombudsman or High Energy. Very tight there for third, and British Bessie was next home fifth. They were followed by Stafford's Lad. In behind them, Brothers Keeper from last plays the game. Here comes Lenny, didn't fire. Then Pat Chirac, every chance, beat a few home. Vintage Stock, Upwards Others, 23 Red, and also Divide the Sea.
Well, it hasn't really been Willie's day today. He lined up at the start of the day on 6 favourites and 1 second favourite. That is his second winner of the day. Earlier, he produced the performance of the day with This'll Test You, but it was $1.20. But there'd be people on the East Coast oblivious to anything else that's happened other than the last here at Ascot, and he produces that gem to get home. And it's $3 on the tote, and it SP's around $3 on the WOP. So Pike does what he's supposed to do and win the last.
All is forgiven. All is forgiven, Willie. That was just a pearler. He drew 5, straight to 3 back the fence, didn't panic. They opened up for him, and she's quite progressive. She's lightly raced. She stays well, and he gets the job done. Too good.
It's amazing when you watch a lot of staying races in Western Australia. There's one spot that William Pike angles for every time, and it's 3 back the fence. I think because he banks on the fact that he will always get himself a run in the home straight.
All right, Bob's finally got a smile, and so is Willie, who's now with Britt.
You're right, punters around Australia look to Pike in the last. Pike, I know it's not the one you wanted, but you looked very, very hungry for this last victory.
Yeah, it sort of hasn't really been my day. I think I started off with a bang, and it's a bit hard to swallow. We get good opportunities in the big ones, and wasn't able to take it today, but all the same, we'll take the consolation here.
Yeah, that's right. Finish off the day on a high. She looked slow out of the gates.
Yeah, I stepped very slow, and also sort of got cut off a little bit. A couple of horses come together, and it really stopped me in my tracks. So I actually was a bit worried at that point.
When the gaps appeared in the straight, were you always confident that she'd be able to run them down?
No, not at all. When I went where I did, I was shaking my head going, why am I going here? But I don't know, it kind of worked out in the end.
It sure did. Well done.
Yeah, cheers.
Yeah, just on Pike through the day, Tuscan Queen given every chance in the big one. Massimo, Midnight Sky, who dashed away and looked home, just found one better. It just hadn't been falling into place.
No, it hasn't. So he finishes off with a bang there, and favourite punters are happy getting the $3.
How's Bob? Let's go down to Wes. Been a long day.
It has, Greg. Let's catch up with Bob Peters following that victory. Probably not the day you had hoped for today, Bob, but you wound out a winner with Sentimental Gift, who really, when all said and done, is a highly promising mare.
Yeah, she's showing good potential, isn't she, to being a nice staying mare. It's amazing in the look at the breeding. This mare's a sister to the dam of Enticing Star, and she's a sprinter, and this one's a stayer. So how do you work that out?
It's amazing, isn't it? Only at her 7th start today. I know you've said previously nothing really mapped out for her going forward, but it's very hard to fault her form, and I suppose there's races into the future that we could look at.
Oh, probably next year we'd hope that she's around for some good races, but at the moment she's down in the ratings, and there could be some nice ratings races for her in the future.
What was the wash-up out of the Kingston Town for you?
Regal Power was a big run. Superstorm was got a lucky run along the rails, and Tuscan Queen didn't come home as we expected.
Superstorm was interesting, wasn't he? Because he was a long way back. Yes, he did get that rails run, but he still made up a stack of ground.
Yes, it was a good run, but he got the run on the rails, so it made him look good, didn't it?
What was the reports from Tuscan Queen?
No reports as yet. She's pulled up well, and she'll go to the paddock for a spell.
Congratulations with the victory here.